everyone, welcome back to .NET Conf Student Zone. I am Pablo Lopez, Global Cloud Advocate at Microsoft. I deal with AI, programming, development application, especially .NET. .NET is an amazing platform that you can learn everything and anything. And you, as a student, no matter how level you are, we are always a student. We are here to help you to know a little bit more about .NET and bringing amazing talks for you. So now we're talking with Eric. Eric, say hello to everyone. How are you today?
Hello, everyone. Eric here. So I am Eric Mwenda. I am a .NET and also a game developer. I'm also a student, actually. I just graduated my computer science degree, and I'm actually continuing to be a student taking my master's in computer science. And being a student has proven to have quite lots of advantages, especially when it comes to Microsoft. I have received so many good things from Azure, from .NET, solely being a student. So just stick along, and we'll share with you how you can integrate, you can leverage on everything as you are a student, and also how you can use .NET with game development. So yeah, so I'm here for the session.
Excellent. So, how are you feeling of using .NET for games? I know you're a game developer. So, how are you feeling of using .NET for that? And what is your experience with .NET?
So my experience with .NET. So I think the first question is, why did I even choose .NET? So apparently, I had actually tried other frameworks and other languages to maybe sort of work around my backend. But I did tend to find some hitches in how the workflow was being managed in everything. But when I tried .NET, the first glance, I just fell in love with it. I just fell in love with how the workflow of .NET, C Sharp, and also C Sharp that I was using writing my game was coming up, was just integrating quite well. And so .NET has proven to be quite robust, and also just it has so many tools that make the work simpler and also make the work more effective. We're talking about things like separation of concerns, and also all the features that it has to integrate with the cloud, with the Azure cloud, and also with all these systems such as the link, and also different systems. So it has been so good to use, and it has also proven to be quite robust in everything that I am doing with game development.
Oh, thank you so much. So that's lovely. Can you show some examples that you made with .NET?
Oh yeah. I actually have some things that I've worked on in game development with .NET. So one of the most recent projects is a project that I worked on for teaching kids. It's a learning game to teach kids, and when I created that first and shared it with different schools and different teachers, I did tend to find that the students were really enjoying the game. They were really enjoying the game. But now the teachers were a bit skeptical, because all the students could do was just to play the games. So I liaised with some different teachers, and they told me that they would maybe need some input in this game. So that's where I decided that maybe I can incorporate teachers to my game, and make now teachers to control what happens in the game. And now I actually decided to create a portal where teachers could actually upload questions to the games, and also with the with the technologies that I used, I solely decided to use .NET because of how clean it is. So yeah, I have such a project to show you. So can I share my screen or something?
Of course, share for everyone to see. So, Eric, tell me more about your game. I see that you developed it in Unity. How has been your experience of developing it?
So first things first, I would love to say that it has been quite a pleasure to just work with C Sharp in Unity. This is because it has offered me so much robustness and so much features that I can barely exhaust and I can barely just maybe cover for my imagination. So I had just an imagination of maybe one day I could create an interactive book to maybe complement what the actual book looks like. And with C Sharp and Unity, I was able to create this book, which contains different games that the students can learn in a much more interactive way, other than what they maybe learn in school. And also, this is way much more fun because it encompasses both the teacher and the students, as you will see how the teacher plays their role in this game. So yeah, it has been good. It has taken just it hasn't taken quite a long time because C Sharp has done most of the work because it has offered me with so many tools and so many functions that have saved so much of my time. So yeah.
That's really exciting. Can you show a little bit of a demo of your game right now?
Yeah, so let me just show you how a demo of how the game works. So basically, when we run the game, it's an actual book. It's a book in which you can actually flip pages, and you can also just each page contains a particular game that is maybe that the kids learn in school for each maybe topic or subject or unit. So you'll find that there are maybe counting games, there are addition games, there are also matching games. So it just starts with asking for your name. So let me input my name. My name is Eric, and the game tells me that the book is actually flippable, so you can see table of contents where you, if you click on any of them, the book will actually flip to the page where the game is present. So yeah, so if you maybe want to play the fine number game, you can actually click that, and it goes to the fine number game. And let's actually start with this fine number game, see how it works. So when I start the game, the character will tell me, hey Eric, show me all number 99. So this is C Sharp working on the back end to find the number 89. So if they click the number 33, it will show you that that was not number 89 that you are asked. So you have to click number 89 and number 89, and yeah, you win that. So you can actually manually flip on these games. But the game that I wanna focus majorly on is this teacher's game, because this game encompasses both the teacher and the student. So yeah. So what do you think overall about the project itself?
So, how does feature modes work?
Oh yeah. So exactly. So now, initially, how the teacher's game used to work, it was just an addition game. So if I start the game, it's actually a 3D game that will take you to this forest where, as you can see, it's actually a 3D game. So when we reach somewhere like here, the game shoots a question, and you can actually pause to solve the question. So it asks you what is 7 plus 2, and then it displays the answer. So if maybe we choose maybe 7 plus 2 is 5, we won't be able to pass this stage. So it will go back, and we have to choose the correct answer, which is 9. And yeah, the correct answer is 9. And when we choose the 9, we get this invincible feature where we can just fly through objects. So this is to encourage the kids to answer correctly. And yeah, so when we just have a few of the gameplay, uh, we'll read somewhere where it now shoots another question. So initially, this is how the game used to work. Okay, the all this is C# generating random math from the background, and also just instantiating the answers, and also doing the math to calculate and also detect collisions. So what I added to this game now was the full teacher's control. The questions that you have seen can now be tailored by the teacher.
That's an amazing thing. So how can we generate this random, you see that we have random operations. How you do it to be randomic to the student and the game can generate that on the fly while in the game?
Let me open the script that actually controls the game so that you can see how maybe the numbers are generated, and also how they are set to different text boxes, text fields that are in the game. So yeah, so as you have seen from the game that the numbers were being generated randomly, and I want to show you how I'm generating those numbers using C#. So as you can see, I have a function called ask the question. So this function is called when an invisible trigger the player triggers it. It calls this function, and when this function is called, I randomize the first number to be between the range of 1 to 11, and the second number to be the same case, it be a random number between 1 and 11, but the, the 11 is normally exclusive, so it's from 1 to 10. So here I'm saying that if the first number that has been generated is greater than 5, I'm saying that the second number will be a less number. So I'll generate the second number as a lesser number than the first number. And the same case happens to the second number. If it's greater than 5, I make the first number. So here we are testing if now we are in the teacher's mode. So teacher's mode is where the teacher can actually set those numbers. If we are not in teacher's mode, so we were not playing in teacher's mode, so we didn't have to set this. So this one we are using a queue, and to get the numbers, we dequeue whatever the teacher had set. So we dequeue the first and the second number. We ask now the question. The question will be displayed using, these are to display the text that asks the question. You can see that I'm setting the font size to 150 and also the color to red. Is it was evident in the game. So, and then this is what will now display the question. So first number plus second number is equals to what? The student now has to answer that number now based on the total. So basically, that's how I actually randomize and actually create a random addition question. But as you can see, this is meant for the lower grade kids because I am not using very large numbers. But if I wanted to use large numbers like 100, I could have said maybe the first number should be 10 and maybe goes up to 101. That will now generate from 10 to 100. So
So one thing that I want to know it's about the Mac experience, because I noticed that using a Mac. So how has
Yeah.
been? It's normally not usual that people use .NET with Mac. So how has been your experience with developing with a Mac?
Oh my, it has been it hasn't been quite smooth because I also have a Windows computer, but now it's just a bit it's not it doesn't have as much RAM as my MacBook has. But developing with .NET on the Windows computer was actually easier because I had some software such as the SQL Server Management Studio, which unfortunately isn't present on the MacBook. But with the Mac now, I have the Azure Data Studio. Is Azure Data Studio. As you will see, it's actually working perfectly as SSMS would work, and also I have Visual Studio too. As you can see, my Visual Studio is doing well. So I think
Mhm.
.NET is quite robust in all platforms. And as you can see, I am working on Mac, and it's actually working perfectly. And I have another project on Windows, and it also works perfectly. So I think .NET it's just robust in all platforms, be it Linux, be it Windows, be it MacBook.
One thing is that I noticed in your game that you have, while the additional random, I was thinking about the blocks themselves. I was asking about Unity because I noticed that you have to
Uh,
generate their numbers on Unity. So can you show that part? Or I know it's the function below that because I saw some function name magic
oh,
rows.
yeah, yeah. So that is just to display those. This is just to now set the answers. So this
Mm-hmm.
will set the answers to the text meshes. These are now the 3D space text meshes. So I switch. Uh, they since there are three text meshes on the 3D space, I switch between one of them and choose between the three. I choose just one that will contain the correct answer. So it will be a random number between 1 and 3. So that's why I have here 1 and 4. So I'm literally randomizing everything. So you can see that in case we get maybe like number one, case one now it means that the middle side will have the correct answer. So the left, we set the left to that number total plus we add another random number to the total, so that like I am using so much randomization in order to display the answer. So you can see the answer left. This is the left choice answer.
Mm-hmm.
It will have an answer of the total plus a random number. Maybe if the total we found here was maybe 7, the left answer will contain 7 plus a random number, maybe 3. So 7 plus 3, which is 10. So the answer middle will now contain the actual total, and then the right answer will contain the total 7 plus another random number, be it maybe 2, 7 plus 2, which is 9. So this will contain 10, and then this will contain 7, which is the correct answer. And then this will contain how do we call it? This will contain 9 because it was 7 plus 2. So basically, that's what happens here and also here.
So, any final considerations on how? So, how has been? So, I see that you really like .NET with game development and everything that you're putting here. So, any final considerations to someone who wants to become a game developer, and what is the future on a lot of things? What are the consideration on the future of .NET?
Yeah, so I think working with .NET has been quite good. It has been quite a robust framework to work on my backends. And as you can see here, I have used different design patterns. So for this case, to create the teacher's functionality to be able to add questions to the game, I have used the repository pattern and also used services to create. These are the different API methods that the teacher can now use to create questions. So you as you can see, the teacher can add questions, and also the teacher you can also retrieve all questions, and also create a teacher, and also create sessions. So there's so much to explore with .NET and game development, and I seek
That's
on
really exciting.
leveraging this further, and also working on the game much more as I add more and more features. So yeah, I didn't get the chance to show you how the teacher's portal work, but
Yeah, that's okay. But
yeah, so that's about it.
have any suggestions for someone that wants to become a game developer?
So as you have seen that working with .NET and with game development is quite easy. So I would actually encourage different people to different aspiring game developers to try out working with .NET. This is because of all the features that it has to offer, it will teach you the industry standards to be a very good programmer. And also, it will give you all the amazing tools that it has to offer. So just go ahead and try .NET today to create your backends, be it in game development and also in building web applications or general APIs. It has so many features to leverage. So .NET now and forever. Yeah.
Okay, .NET and forever. Thanks, Eric, for appearing here at .NET Conf Student Zone. Thank you for watching this small series on .NET Conf. Don't worry, we're gonna still have .NET Conf tomorrow as well, but the real .NET Conf. But for now, this is Pablo Lopez for Microsoft. Thanks for watching.
And this is Eric. Thanks for watching.